it was just amazing.
Yeah.
I would definitely come to another event like this. This is great.
Yeah.
Very fun.
I think I would love to come again.
It's been absolutely brilliant, to be honest. I've loved it. The authors we've met are really inspiring.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was such a great experience, like especially with the signing of the books. Like I've never really had a signed book.
The people speaking, they're very experienced in life, and we're just young, so they can give us a lot of skills for our lives.
I don't think I would change anything about today. It's helped me with because normally I just write random things that now. It's helped me with my detail and what I need to put in to help my work with more grades in the future.
So our objectives were to reach as many young people across Wales. The tour is an outreach project, so we travel across Wales, bringing high quality events, cultural events to school audiences, and we work with Reaching Wider to make sure that we bring those events to the kids who need it most, who perhaps don't have access to cultural experiences.
For Reaching Wider to work with established partners like Hay Festival, established academics like our universities and other partners who have very specific expertise in a certain area is really, really impactful alongside the things that we deliver ourselves. So it's a really, really good model of working.
Our objectives with Scribblers is to reach the kids that don't automatically or necessarily get access to what we have to offer. To kind of almost to sort of let their schools know that this is available to them and it's funded, and they can come and bring these kids who might not have had access to, sometimes not to books, definitely not to authors, and also not to that sort of creative spark that they actually all have. It's just a lot of these writers, a lot of these speakers, we are very good at just letting them know how easy it can be if they just give it a go. That's a big objective for me.
I've gained more writing skills. I think it's good for us to learn how to tell a story. I've gained more leading up to stories, you need a background, you need a middle, you need an end.
I learned that you can be creative. It's really easy. You can get inspired by anything.
Yes, definitely. I found it really interesting, like I've said before, hearing the different ways stories are built and how people have been inspired to write their books and what led them to become an author, because the first author, he was saying he was a physicist before, I think. Yeah. But then he's and that's been incorporated into his book, which I find really interesting.
I think one of the barriers, obviously it is a participation event, but one of the barriers is obviously people having the confidence to speak. So I think, I don't know exactly, something to help people gain confidence, maybe a team build an activity or something beforehand, just so we know people better, because obviously we don't know most of the people in the room.
I'm not too sure. Maybe if we split off into smaller groups so we could work more closely with the authors and then come back and share the stories we've made as a group or something. I don't know really.
I think we could have done maybe a group work activity or something, but other than that, it's really good.
Maybe let more students involved. So I know they did try, but not a lot got involved with stories, and yeah, I think that's how they could have made it a bit better.
I feel like I would make it more interactive, because most people just sat there quietly and just watched. It was very nice and interesting, but I feel like it could be more interactive.
I think I would keep the collaborative element the same. I think I would probably keep what we've done this year, which is give each child a book. We didn't do that last year, we gave each school a book. Even though it is more costly for us, if there is enough financial resource in the project, I think that makes a huge impact for the young people who are taking part. And potentially one thing that I would change or maybe add on to, I feel like I would like to create a pathway for these young people to get, we do get to see them again and again in other projects, but I would like it to be more seamless to get the same young people to do something else with us on a different day. So that would be something that I might aim to do.
Well, we could reach wider. We could have bigger venues. I think the venues that we have in University of South Wales and Cardiff Met are two of the smallest venues actually that we fill across Wales. We've been filling 400 and 500 seater venues. So it would be great to have a larger space so that we can invite more schools. We have massive waiting lists for Cardiff and for University of South Wales. We could fill 3 or 4 times as many places than we currently do. So yes, just more space, more capacity. That would be wonderful.
Reaching wider in this area specifically could do better by allowing us to reach bigger audiences. I mean, they are 2 of our smallest venues, and we have a big waiting list. And in Aberystwyth it's a much bigger number, bigger venue. We can fill them. So yeah, it would be great to be able to meet the demand.
One of the things would be, obviously we had some schools for this second session dropping out quite late in the day. We had done everything we could to, from my point of view, to ensure that they were coming. And obviously you can't ensure everything. Sometimes there can be things that are unavoidable, but it would have been nice to know the exact details of, say, their bus bookings and their transport requirements, so that we know they're a firm confirmation. We know that they've invested some money in it themselves, so they're more likely to attend. Obviously that's not foolproof, but I think that would help in the future.
I think today might quite be the future defining moment in terms of getting them to think of like, oh, that's cool. I would want to stand in front of people someday and do this. Or, oh, I met these ambassadors and they go to this university, and this university is really amazing in the way they even get us to come here and enjoy a variety of authors. I'm going to give a tour later on of the campus. So I think it's really planting a seed in the kids and getting them to start thinking about their futures more seriously.
Have you heard of Reaching Wider?
No.
Corbin, have you heard of Reaching Wider?
No, but I've heard that they're to do with the project and how it's gone to this university.
So we've started to offer Scribblers Cymraeg, which is a Welsh language iteration of the Scribblers tour, celebrating Welsh culture through language and poetry and performance. And we currently offer that across 2 days, and we haven't reached University of South Wales or Cardiff Met with that, but it would be fabulous to have funding to be able to reach reaching wider schools which are Welsh language, and invite them here to celebrate their culture with us on Scribblers Cymraeg.
I think it went really well. I really liked how we got to hear how the authors built their stories. And like the process they go through for that, and just hearing about how they do it.
Like I used to hate writing stories in school. I love reading that much. Like I like reading, but I'm not really a writer. But the way that they told us that like different ways to write, it makes it way more easier and way more free, and it's so much more fun.
I think I would gain a lot of experience from this, and I would like to tell my friends like, oh, I've met these people, I've read these books, and I got it signed by them. So I would like to do in the future as well.
Definitely, it was so much fun. I hope definitely there'll be other authors, so we can find out more about other books and different types of styles of writing, because the interactive thing we did had a lot about fantasy, but maybe I'd want to write about something else.
I have heard children talking to each other about, oh, this is not daunting. I can go here. I like this. I like that pool table. I like, cafe's nice. But also, I've heard children talking to each other in libraries and looking at the facilities and just going, I could do this. Kids whose parents didn't go, kids whose grandparents didn't go, kids who can still be the first to go. It's just making it less frightening for them.
I think coming onto the campus and seeing themselves moving around, maybe in a few years' time. One young woman last week said, "Goodbye, thank you very much, I'll see you back here in about 7 years' time." And she'd worked it out. She knew that this is where she wanted to be. She wanted to come to this university, and she knew what she wanted to study, and she had a plan, and I think that's just fabulous.
They just get so much out of it. They are so excited to meet someone who's made this happen. And they're so excited to be treated in a certain way. It's not like teacher-pupil, it's different, it's co-creating, it's collaboration. It gives them a lot, it really does. I don't know how you measure that kind of thing, but I can feel it in the room every time. It's like electricity, and they take it with them. And they take it back to school, and they take it into their homes, and it gives them something. And that's worth, I don't know, it's worth a lot, yeah.
It was just amazing.
Yeah.
I would definitely come to another event like this. This is great.
Yeah.
Very fun.
I think I would love to come again.
It's been absolutely brilliant, to be honest. I've loved it. The authors we've met are really inspiring.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was such a great experience, like especially with deciding on the books.
The people speaking, they're very experienced in life, and we're just young, so they can give us a lot of skills for our lives.
I don't think I would change anything about today. It's helped me with because normally I just write random things that it's helped me with my detail and what I need to put in to help my work with more grades in the future.